So many people want to be happy, but they don't even want to do the work to get there. They just want it to just happen. And there's 3 foundational pieces to just lay out the foundation before we even build on it. Because again, everybody wants to build the house, but they don't want to actually dig, pour the foundation, let it chill. And we're going to talk about 3 of those areas right now. Number 1, drop people's baggages. Baggage. You are not concierge. Okay, they're not checking into a hotel. You don't have to run their bags upstairs. Stop trying to solve their problems. Stop trying to fix them. Stop trying to drag them on your happiness journey. They may not be a part of it. You don't have to love it. You don't have to like it, but that may get into the second one, which we'll talk about in a minute, because when you handle the second one, the first one becomes so much easier, but you got to be willing to do the work. There's no scenario where you're just happy and all these same people stay on the planet with you, yes, but on your journey with you. No, not everybody's going to remain there. And that could be a spouse, that could be an adult child, that could be a parent, but you got to be willing to accept that. That's number 2, of course. But number 1 is you got to stop carrying their baggage, because you're so focused on their stuff, you can ignore your stuff, right? If I fix this, I'll be happy. No, you won't. You will not. Because you're focusing on them and their stuff to heal that. Why? You're over here. You're not even handling your stuff. Why are we worried about carrying them? Right? So number 1 is, and we'll circle back to them once I cover all 3 of these, but number 1 is dropping their baggage, accepting the fact that it's their journey to walk in. It's not your journey to drag them with you. Okay? Number 2, clean out your emotional closet. Open that emotional closet. Let all these skeletons fall out. Attachments, abandonments, insecurities, ego, uncertainty. All that is yours to process. If you focus on the hurts, if you focus on the people who hurt you, you're still not focusing on the healing. You are here now. What you went through was valid. But if you keep putting all of that on everybody else, like, oh, they hurt me in this. Okay. Clean out your emotional clutter. Clean out your emotional clutter. Face it. Deal with it. Not this person made me attached. Not this person made me feel abandoned. Yeah, they may abandon you, but now you're here to process. Now, at 11, you don't have those skills. At 8, you can't do that. At 28, 38, 68, you can. But you got to be willing to do it. And in order to do that, you got to stop carrying their stuff. Because you're carrying it and you're trying to make them see the light. You're trying to make them hold accountability. You're trying to make... Why? That's unnecessary energy that you're putting out into the universe for no reason. It's cluttering you because this way you don't have to focus on here. See, it's easy to look at everybody else's problems, everybody else's issues, the changes they need to make, because you're not checking yourself. Right? And until you do that, you're always going to look externally. You're always going to think, woe is me. You're going to jump into that victim mentality. There's going to be a high level of all of those things that come along. Now, number 3, and again, we'll circle back to these. Number 3 is embrace the unknown, baby. It 1000%, 1000 times works out every single time. It does. It just doesn't always work the way you want it to. It doesn't always work the way that you think it's supposed to work, but it still works to show you, oh gosh, that was a catastrophe. Don't want to do that anymore. So it demonstrates that to you, but it's how you see it. What's that mindset look like? Are you going to go into it in your perfectionism, which, by the way, go back to door number 2. Perfectionism's fake. It does not exist. It is not real. It will never be real. No. Perfectionism is always rooted in insecurity and fears. Always. Okay. So number 3 is just like Nike says, just do it. You've got to do it scared. You got to walk into it and be like, well, let's do this. All right. And that means you might be on a solo journey right now. You might have to drop these people's baggages. I keep saying baggages. You might have to drop these people's baggage and go, oh, well, God, I don't even know who I am now. Exactly. You don't know who you are because you've been so wrapped up over here. Easy distraction. You might hate it. You might say, but I want to feel better. I understand, but you got to do the work to get there. And that's why I said number 2 is dealing with your emotional clutter. Owning your stuff. You get so worried about everybody else taking accountability. What about you? You are responsible for your healing now. That's why I have clients all over the world. Like, you don't have to do this by yourself. You don't have to just be like, well, gotta fix myself. Of course not. You shouldn't do it by yourself. You can't. You don't have the tools. Okay? So to sit there and think, oh my God, okay, well, maybe I do have attachment. Yes, own it. Let's work on it. You can't heal something. You can't fix something, and you can't work on something without the accountability of knowledge. Okay? Before you can take accountability of something, you got to take accountability of the knowledge. Now, here's the kicker to that. I have people all over who will say, yeah, I'm doing all of the things, like I'm doing the journals, I'm doing the meditations, I'm drinking my water, I have my little coffee in the morning, I make it a routine. Okay, you're doing things. You're not actually being in the moment of doing those things. You can't sit there and just check a list. Did my journals, check, check. Move my body, check, check. Ate well, check, check. Be there mindfully. You can't do things with the idea of the outcome. Can't worry about the outcome. I want to do this to feel better. No, it's like going to the gym. I say this to you all the time as an ex-personal trainer. I guess I'm still a personal trainer, just not active. Is that I'm going to go to the gym, lose weight? Nah, then don't go. Do not go to the gym to lose weight. Do not start eating healthy to lose weight. Weight is a byproduct of doing things that's good for your mind, good for your body. You move your body because it's good for your cardiovascular. It's good for your mental health. The weight falling off, the weight changing, the transformation is secondary. Eating healthy. You're not going to eat healthy just to lose weight. You're eating healthier, or you should never just cut things out unless you're like diabetic and you have a reason. But you can still enjoy a piece of cake. But if you are eating healthy to cut things out so you can lose weight, bad. Both of those reasons for weight loss, bad. Weight loss is a byproduct. If you focus on weight loss, and trust me, I know I've had body dysmorphia, I've had binge eating disorder, I understand. And when you shift it, you don't beat yourself up for having a little bit of potato chips or chocolate or what. You're going to beat yourself up because you have a better relationship with food. Why though? You're clearing out that emotional clutter. You clearing out the need for perfectionism, need to be a size this, your body dysmorphia, your other anxieties, you're trying to make mom happy so you're not fat. Like, you see what I'm saying? So there's all of those things that come into play. And you're worried about mom not liking the fact that you're fat. Now we're carrying mom's baggage and we're putting your baggage into the closet. In turn, you have dissonance. So if you want to start being happy, and this is just the start. This is just to lay a foundation. This is an acceptance on these are the things I got to do. This might take years. It's not going to take 5 minutes. It might take years because you got to be consistent. You don't get to do it one time, be like, okay, got it. It's not how it works. So if you want to be happy, you want to start with those 3 foundational tools, and we can build for the rest of your life right on those.